One of the things that I see a lot of chatter about online, I'm going to pretend like I don't have an opinion on it, but one of the things I see a lot is like people sort of get thrown off, or they love it, when the actors in fan series are sort of doing an impression of William Shatner as Captain Kirk, or they're doing an impression of Leonard Nimoy as Spock. And I think for some people it works, and some viewers it works, for others it doesn't. What is your approach in your show to that?
Well, first of all, let me say this. I'm actually friends with Bill Shatner, and he insisted that I call him Bill. So, I mean, it's not lying if it's really the case. It's not bragging if it's really the case.
Okay.
I have had the privilege to meet him and become friends with him from all the conventions I do.
Yeah.
And you know what? William Shatner is Captain Kirk.
Okay.
Even in a private conversation with him, he talks just like that. He is that guy.
Okay.
And so having said that, I have no intention of imitating him.
Okay.
My desire is to honor his performance. Now, when people think of Captain Kirk or Mr. Spock, they think of a particular personality and a particular type of performance.
Sure.
I intend to do the best I can do to make our series feel as much like you're watching the original series as possible.
Okay, so you're not, does that mean...
That is our goal. Our goal is to make it feel like a continuation of the original series. We all know, right? 5-year mission.
Wait, they only had 3-year mission.
Right. There were only 3 seasons. So imagine if what we're doing is season 4 or season 5. It picks up exactly where they left off and continues.
Cool.
I mean, even to the point of a 4x3.
Oh, you're not doing widescreen?
Nope.
Huh.
Because the original series was not in widescreen.
Interesting.
You can't get the same shots in widescreen that they had in the original series. So that is how authentic we're wanting to make this.
Now, what about special effects? Like in the original series, like when they transport down, they kind of freeze because the effects at the time they were limited. They couldn't have a guy walking everywhere, and the phasers they'd always go. And then are you going to be reproducing that style, or will that be a little more updated?
Well, we will update the effects, not in so much the look of them, as much as just in the process of them.
Okay.
For instance, the way that they shot the Enterprise was they had a 12-foot model, and they mounted it on a blue screen, and then they moved the camera past it. They were very limited in what they could do back in that day.
And it shows in the show.
However, nowadays it would be impractical to build a model and shoot it that way. It would cost too much. It would just be impractical.
Yeah.
So while our process will be different, the guy that's modeling our ship has done an amazing job. And the goal is not to make it look like the fanciest, highest, 2012 CGI ship, but to make it look like a model
Okay, cool.
that is being lit, physically lit by lights. So we don't want the effects to overpower or overshadow the series. They did in the original series. In fact, in the original series, they were kind of cheesy sometimes, but that was part of the charm of the show.
Right.
And nobody really cared that they froze,
Right.
because the story was what compelled people and pulled people in. And that is exactly what we intend to do.
Okay. Tell me, if someone wanted to learn more about your series, do you have a website? Do you have
That's very
Twitter?
easy. Very easy. StarTrekContinues.com. StarTrekContinues.com. We have a Facebook page. Don't accept imitations. There are some people out there that like to mess with us, and they like to make fake pages and stuff. But official StarTrekContinues.com and official Star Trek Continues on Facebook.